Yo, what's good, boys? So, today I took two trades, and first trade was break even, second trade was an L. So, let me go over this for you guys, right? Level was pretty basic, right? Pretty normal. Um, but I don't even really need to fucking explain it. You guys have heard it a million fucking times. Essentially, what happens off market open, sorry, this is my trade, off market open. Again, just like yesterday, beautiful setup, beautiful trade, everything was perfect. Um, So I think I have to go in the 5 seconds to show you guys. Okay. So this was my trade, right? And as you can see, market comes down, boom, we get that break. We get a retrace, boom, we get a second push, I enter, okay? We have major liquidity. We have major liquidity right here, okay? It's really close. We also have this 5 minute unfilled gap. So I was like, okay, I felt like if I did this, I'd be like squeezing the trade. Like, I don't know, it just feels like I would have just like squeezed the trade, but I guess not. I don't think this was a bad trade at all. This wasn't bad at all. Um, and this is what I took, right? So boom, price comes down, breaks level, retrace, second push. You guys know the deal. I am going break even at this liquidity, right? Because in an ideal world, this liquidity is down here, and I actually have some room to play this trade out. But since it was so close, I took it and I just went break even. And I got stopped at break even, and that should have been it. That should have been it. That should have been it. You know, if I was a profitable trader, that would have been it. Um, but I decided to take a second trade, and this second trade wasn't bad at all in my opinion. I actually thought it was very high confluence. Um, I'll go over it for you guys. So, 5 minute. Yeah, this is it. Okay. So we never really made a move on Nasdaq, right? Nasdaq kind of comes up off market open. We get a break, a retrace, but we never get that second push. I was really looking for this. This looks so beautiful, but we never got it. And then we kind of come down, do some bullshit, and then we come all the way down on this 845 candle. We come all the way down, and then we sweep. We take out major liquidity. So now I'm like really looking for these longs, right? Because we just swept out the south side. It looks beautiful, right? But then we just come all the way back down, break our level, and this was my push retrace. So I was willing to take this. It was I did get entry at like 9 o'clock, which is a lot later in the day. It's not really a lot later in the day at all, but just like for this strategy, it's definitely later. And initially, this was gonna be my trade. I was gonna take profit at at major liquidity in this midpoint of this fair value gap, but since the midpoint was already filled, I thought that we could at least go to this liquidity so I could go break even and I could catch this. And again, all this looks great, you know. We have a massive wick out that takes out liquidity. If we push past this wick, obviously we're taking the short. But I already took a trade for the day, and this trade was at 9 o'clock, which is a lot later for the strategy to be trading. And guys, I'm completely honest, bro. I took this trade because I want to get out of my current situation. Um, I really want to get out of my current situation. It was a subconscious emotional greed of just wanting to see that green in my P&L, right? Because you guys know I'm on a losing streak right now. Monday, L, took an A+ setup, L. Tuesday, same thing. Yesterday, shouldn't have taken that second trade. And I did the same thing today. This first trade was beautiful, followed everything perfectly, but it was break even. And that wasn't good enough for me, apparently. apparently I wanted more. I wanted dopamine from trading. So I definitely had a moment with myself. It's been a very, very, very long time since I've made a silly fucking mistake like that. Um, it won't happen again. Um, for you guys to hold me accountable too. These are my rules, so I kind of just wrote everything down, right? Because like guys, I told you like I know how to be profitable. I am a profitable trader. I'm gonna make this shit happen. I'm just this current week is testing me a lot, and it got me today. It really did get me today. So this is what I wrote down. I'll only be taking one trade. It will obviously follow my model, and after I take that trade, I will exit out of the tab. I will click this exit button right out here. Just make it more simple for myself. I always say trading is so simple it's hard. And um, if I break those rules, if I don't take my model, if I take more than one trade, and if I don't exit out after taking my trade, I have to run 4 fucking miles. So if I break my rules on a trade recap and I show you guys will also see a clip of me fucking running 4 fucking miles, okay? Um, yeah, I also put I will not stay on charts after the trade. After your trade, I will not think any farther than my model, and I will not give any value to my P&L. That's the hardest thing for me right now. It's not even like giving it value. It's just like the literal colors, the green and the red, literally do something to like your brain. Obviously, in the last 2 weeks, dude, I traded the best I've ever traded. It was beautiful, and it was really easy for me to do that because I was winning. But the second I do the exact same thing I was doing before, I start seeing red, I let it change me. I let it change the way I trade. And today should have just been a break even. It should have been this trade. And that should have been it. I'm no longer allowed to take 2 trades in a day. Because the first trade's always going to be the most probable setup. Sorry, there's this thing on my fucking arm. But yeah. I'm not even really that upset with myself. I'm just kind of like, what the fuck are you doing? Because I know what to do. It's very easy. I've talked about this. It's very easy to be profitable. It's so easy, it's hard. And so if you just simple it down, like, come on, you know? So tomorrow, you guys are going to see the exact same thing. If I get a trade, it's gonna be, I'm gonna say, hey guys, welcome to the trade recap. We got a break, retrace, second push. I took it, boom, whatever, and that's it. If it's a loss, if it's a break even, if it's a W, I don't fucking care. I'm tired of caring. I can't care anymore. It's truly what is stopping me from the last step, because I can sit here every single day and take my model and follow my rules. But the second I start doing that and like following my rules and doing what I'm supposed to do, and it's not giving me what it's supposed to give me, those green days, it slowly starts to affect me. The first day I was like, alright, no big deal, right? It's just one day. I'll take a L to Monday. And then it was Tuesday, and I was like, that's fine too. I don't really care. Probabilities will play out. There's no way I lose 3 days in a row. And I lost 3 days in a row, and I think that's what really got me. I put that pressure on myself. I was like, there's no way I can lose 3 days in a row, because a profitable trader doesn't lose 3 days in a row. And here I am on a 4-day losing streak because I let that affect me. So yeah, again, if you guys see me break my rules, you guys will also see me run 4 miles. I'm sure you guys will be excited about that if I ever break my rules, but unlucky for you guys, I am not going to break my rules here on out. And talking about like our actual good trade here, this trade, this is the exact, okay, not the exact same trade, but exact same entry as my mentor, except he played this. This is what he played. And that's not bad at all. That's a winning trade. I don't think anything of that. I think there's 2 ways you could have played this. He said there was nothing wrong with my trade. I told him that I was stopped at break even because I instantly went break even right here. He said, try trailing your stop instead of instantly going break even, right? Because obviously, if this is our only draw on liquidity, right? Like if we don't have this fair value gap down here, obviously you're gonna have to fucking take profit at that, right? But we have this unfilled fair value gap that I knew we were gonna hit. It's an unfilled gap right next to a major draw on liquidity. Those always get filled. It's fucking light work. It's dub work. However, I knew we were gonna react off this liquidity, and I didn't want to be in for that reaction. So I just instantly put my stops at break even, and I got stopped out. And I should have got off, which I will be doing next time. You guys will see that. But what he told me to do is just trail your stop loss. Very simple, right? So when I see price come down to my break even, my old break even, I would have probably just moved my stop to like the level, you know? And you can see how close it got to the level, but it never stopped me out. It would have never stopped me out, right? So right here, boom, break even, or old break even, trailing stop loss. Okay, boom, we hit my trailing stop loss, move my stop loss down to like here, boom, it never gets hit. And then we come up, we wick it out, we wick out this 5 second fair value gap, and then we go back down, we hit take profit. So I'm definitely gonna on trades like these where I have this liquidity right close here, and I tell myself I'm gonna go, like the old me would have been like, all right, I'm gonna go break even right here, which is still fine. I personally think I'm just gonna trail my stop loss. That's it. I'm just gonna trail it to like the level or some shit. But yeah, overall, boys, I'm really proud of myself, man. Besides today, I'm proud of myself for just where I'm at in my journey and how things are going, how I'm taking these things. I've changed the way I P&L. Like I've changed the way like I mark my trades. I'm no longer worried about the outcome, whether it's a loss or a win. I'm simply just going to journal the fact that did I follow my rules? Did I follow my setup? Did I take my setup? And if I did, then that day is counted green. And that will help me psychologically, I think, a little bit. Because net overall, guys, it's all about it's just about following your rules. Like, that's how easy trading is. And if you can just follow your rules every single day without focusing on the outcome and not be affected by it, you will win. It's that simple. And that's exactly what happened today. So yeah. Do this fucking thing. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow when I follow my rules, and I love you guys, and I hope you guys know that Jesus loves you, and peace.